got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of prime. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me. Yeah. Oh, big time, big time, big time.
Eagles Nation, welcome to episode 1 with Rolling with Prime. It's your boy Prime and my guest, Tim, the King Kincade. You know what I mean, bro? Here we are. You know what I mean?
Yes,
We've
sir,
been waiting
yes,
for this
sir.
opportunity, been blessed with the opportunity. I'm glad that we've been able to put this segment together. So a real quick background of the whole segment is just about fans such as myself and you interacting, talking raw, being ourselves. I've been asking for this opportunity so that I could give more fans like ourselves the opportunity to go ahead and speak on, anything and everything, whether if it's with Eagles, opposing teams, whatever the case may be. Just looking forward to getting this thing started, bro. But anyway, how you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm always in the hot state of Arizona.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Life is.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
That's the man right there. That's the man.
Right. Yo, I want to say appreciate 4th of John, Gail, Hollywood Herm, Prime. Thank you for letting me be on here.
Hey, look, bro. You know what I mean? There ain't nobody better to go ahead and start off this thing with. So just to give everybody a quick background on the friendship, the brotherhood that me and this man pretty much built on. Back in 2017, we were pretty big on social media. We had a lot of conversations going on, especially with the Philadelphia Eagles, interacting. And then we finally met up and chime in at any time. We finally met up in 17 at the NFC Championship game. Yep. Bro, I remember that day clearly. One of the longest days of my life.
Longest day. I remember sun coming up and then just amazing. And then shout out to Elijah Qualls. Shout out to Elijah Qualls, man.
You see him over there chilling with us. Is what we do, King and Prime all day. You know what I mean? We met a lot of social media followers that day. Ephraim, you know what I mean? He was there, our boy chilling with us. But yeah, it was a crazy day. I mean, like you said, from the time the sun came up, we were out there. I remember clearly I was sick as hell that day. Yes. Yeah, I was feeling under the weather, but I pushed it. I pushed it through. One of the reasons why I made the effort to be there real quick was the fact that back in 2004, exactly the same circumstances, same games, Atlanta Falcons, Minnesota Vikings, New England Patriots. All right. Divisional playoff game. We beat Minnesota. NFC Championship game. We beat Atlanta. And then we lost to New England. I told myself that in 2017, I saw the same layout. I said, nope, I'm running it back. I'm running it back to the point where I'm going to do exactly everything and anything to go ahead and redeem this Philadelphia organization. So, I mean, when I say I did everything exactly the same, I went to Wing Bowl. I went to the divisional playoff game. And then I was at the NFC Championship game. And then here you go. We Super Bowl champions. It was like lining up the stars all over again. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what you think? We were there. We were running that place the whole day.
Yeah, I remember it was like
You ain't got to lie.
Yeah. It was like a magic carpet ride. I'm be honest with you. He's probably gonna say something. He's probably gonna do something corny. I don't know what he's gonna do. Anyway,
he's gonna be the one to throw us in the bathroom.
yeah, both of us. It was this magic, man. I don't know what it was. The Nick Foles magic. I don't know what it was. I remember texting you like crazy, like, bro, I'm home. And you were like, all right, cool, let's meet up. and then I walked towards the tailgate, the 4th of July, and I remember just seeing you. You had the mask on. I was like, oh, there he is. So we chopped it up, and we were just talking. You're like, yo, finally get to meet you. And then we just created a bond. I remember just hanging out with you all
yeah, bro.
day. And then I went to go see my childhood friend. When we walked from what was it, parking lot E to K, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and it was a long walk. And so at that time, I remember we were like hanging out and just in the midst of everything. Elijah Qualls comes up. I'm like, yo, Elijah, what's up? He's like, yo, what's up, bro? And I just start talking to him. And then Prime comes up. He's like, yo, ain't you supposed to be in practice? Ain't you supposed to be filming studying game?
Exactly, man. I'm like, what are you doing out here with us? But hey, look, we took advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When do you get to chill with a player? You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, his stint in the NFL was very short. But hey, at the time,
you got a ring though. You got a ring.
Right. And at the time, we didn't look at it like that. Yeah, but it was just like two brothers that just had found each other like after so many years. We clicked instantly, man. And that's the whole big thing about
Hello, motherfucker.
that's the whole big thing of what I'm over here, like, pretty much just trying to put together, like, just showing other fans how well we can interact. Because, there's a lot of bad vibe that people try to put up against, us Philadelphia Eagles fans.
We have the worst image. Us and the Ravens, I think us and the Ravens are the worst image. Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean?
That is correct.
I can't speak for everybody. Shout out to my man Gail in the background putting all these memes up. But yeah, I can't speak for everybody on how they act and stuff like that. But our friendship, our brotherhood is pretty much our friendship, our brotherhood is pretty much like, the icing on the cake on how two people, just can bring it together and build off of that. And I mean, like, bro, the rest is like history. We tight as hell. Families know each other. You know what I mean? Your daughter's like my niece. Your wife is like my sister. So and it's just been a blessing, man. Like just having the opportunity and just the fact that like that we interact with all fans just in general. I mean, we're talking about fans that come from overseas, from the West Side. Shout out to that West Coast nation, man.
Oh,
they know how to show some love, man. For
California, West Coast Birds, the Rock Bar, y'all show me and Prime mad love. Jew Man, Mark, all you guys. Birdman, California, Las Vegas, y'all show mad love. There he goes. Yeah, y'all show us mad love, man, and also 4th of July. So, yo, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it, and it's awesome to see that, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I grew up back east, and when I moved to Arizona, I didn't see that many Eagle fans. I see nothing but Cardinals and Cowboy fans. Everybody's a Cowboy fan here, and so it was always me going against the world, and I'm telling them where I'm from. Like I'm from South Jersey, Philadelphia. And it was just like, yo, like I had to bring my lunch pail, man, and the brass knuckles. It was hard, bro. It was really hard. So, and then once I started traveling and just going to different games, because that's like my thing. I love doing that, and just meeting new people, man. I love doing that. Yo, hey, Uncle Chris, shout out to Chris, man.
What up, Chris?
And it, Chris is like one of them. I met him. I met so many people, man. It's just like you create something and it's just nothing but love.
And absolutely, man. That's just the thing. Like, I mean, us being like pretty much the host of the tailgates, the 4th of July tailgates, we've even had opposing teams come to our tailgates. Rivalry guys come to my tailgate. Shout out to my brother. He's the main one, to go ahead and step foot at a 4th of July tailgate. There's nothing to preach about, bro. Yeah.
That's my brother, though.
Yeah. I mean, Cowboys fan. Hopefully, the goal is one day to go ahead and get him on this segment, so me and him could go ahead and start talking that shit. You know what I mean?
We're gonna be putting him in the bathroom the whole segment, son. Word is born.
Yeah, man. But no, seriously, it's just like, again, I just love the fact that how we're like proof in the pudding on how we could go ahead and get these fans to pretty much interact, be themselves, be comfortable, and have a good time. You know, that's definitely one of the goals once we get out of this pandemic to get back into that. We'll see how it goes with that.
That and creating a community. You know, Gail says that all the time. Everybody eats, fam. Like, he wants everybody just to join, be part of this community. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I said, us Eagles fans with bad rap, but once you get to know us, we're really educated about our team. We know what we're talking about, and we love our squad, and we love each other. Like, it's just a brotherhood. Like, I created so many friendships. Like Hollywood Herm, I didn't even know him from a can of paint. And then he opened his mouth and was just, you know, being Herm. I was like, yo, that's my man, 50 grand. You know what I'm saying?
the little brother we done took under our wing.
Yeah,
you know yeah, absolutely. But I mean, how you feel, bro? We're about to go. We're 7 days away from this draft. You know, I mean, I know me and you talked yesterday. Definitely getting prepped for today. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy on, you know, what could happen, you know, what to expect. Look, before we got on, we started taking a look of some video from last year's draft Zoom, and bro, that was like the hilarious on some of our reactions. I mean, like, so like my fear now after watching that shit, what's it gonna be like this year?
I just hope it's like this. I hope we don't have Gail on here again, and he has that. What is it? Like the face of the oh no. Oh man, Gail's face. Your son was crying.
He
in
felt
my
the pain.
face. And yes, and my questions, I was like, I was like, man, I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, no, we just signed Carson for like 30-something mil, and then we draft a quarterback in the second round. Like, I was so dumbfounded, and then on top of that, we had it hurt. I was like, oh, so this year I'm going in full mode of like, I'm cool on the other side of the pillow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this time and this thank you. I think this time around, I think it's going to be more of like, I think Howie is going to have the sense of urgency, and then just watching the conference, the press conference yesterday, seeing that Nick has a little bit of say what he's going to do, and then was it
Andy Weddle?
Andy Weddle.
Yeah,
he's not a dumb guy. He's from the Ozzie Newsome, the catalog. So,
Daddy, you smart. You very smart.
You wild for that.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, so the impression that Andy gave me yesterday, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And again, this is what it's all about. You know, I mean, keeping it real, no holdbacks. Yo, he looked silly as shit because I just felt like it was the same answer for every damn question that was being asked, and it got to a point where that shit was pissing me off. Okay, like, yo, I'm like that dude. That stick figure with the stick, like, yo, is there anything else you could say? Like, say something else.
Yo, it was like Curly. It was like, was it Curly, Mo, and Larry?
Yeah.
yeah. Nick over here talking, just
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He over here getting competitive with paper rock, scissors. Like, come on, son, you wildin'. Come on. And then you got Howie up there like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, come on, shut up. Yeah. And you got, it's just everybody was just like, it was a happy medium to like, yo, I'm not showing my cards of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was, and then, oh man, the butt of jokes on Twitter and on SportsCenter. I got off.
I mean, look, what other team right now is anything but jokes? I mean, with the whole Carson situation, with the whole locker room situation, now this, I mean, it's just getting more and more like crazier. And I want to say funnier, but you know, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not gonna go ahead and
I'm going nowhere.
and accept this shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like you said, exactly.
Believe this on my skin. I ain't going nowhere.
Go away. But I mean,
Nope.
it was just like the fact that, you know, I mean, here you're seeing these guys, and it was just like another circus act in the beginning. You know what I mean? And how it was pretty much running the show, puppeteering these guys. I had mentioned it earlier in the podcast that you know, it was just like he was taking control, and that's what we're afraid of. You know what I mean? Is he going to be like, you know, that person that's just going to go ahead and take control of the whole thing? We don't want that. We want to go. We're coming into a whole new year. We're hoping that the draft is going to be something a whole lot different, and they're going to put a whole lot more effort than what they did last year. Because
most definitely,
I mean, with the shit that we pulled last year.
So my question to you is: when you see that the Eagles are picking at the number 12 pick, well, actually, I got two. I guess it will come into one. Do you see the Eagles going back in the top 10, or do you see the Eagles staying at 12? And if they're going to stay at 12, who are you picking?
So I'm hoping we stay at 12 because that's the comfort spot that I'm at right now.
So you already set your mind there. You're easy going.
My mind is set. The only thing that I have been thinking about lately is the opportunity to trade back a little bit more and maybe pick up a couple more picks. I'm just saying.
Patriots trading back? 18,
that's what I'm hearing.
17?
That's what I'm hearing.
You've been listening to Peter Schrager.
I have. I mean, with everything going on, I mean, I've been trying to, you know, focus on, you know, who's got the real true facts out there. But in reference to going back into the top, you know, into the 10, again, I mentioned this earlier. I'm scared. If we do that, I'm scared we'll go back and then we're going to fuck it up.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So a lot of that has to do with having battle scars. You don't want to you don't want to relive it. You know what I'm saying?
Well said.
Moving back, when we move back, we actually do okay with moving back sometimes. And then when we move up for a player, it's burned us at times, but we got Fletcher Cox that way, which he came out of franchise. He's one of the franchise D linemen. Underrated in my opinion. I can't really say anything about like when we had Chip Kelly and all those guys here because that wasn't. But one thing I can say about Chip found talent in the later rounds. I would have to say that. I'd give that to him. Jordan Hicks. Who was the? No, it wasn't. No, okay. Probably some other people as well. I can't go off the rip right now, but I'm gonna give Howie. I'm give Howie one final shot because his latest drafts, bro, they just been trash, bro. They just been.
Let's be honest. Do we have much of a choice? You know what I mean?
No.
He's our GM. You know what I mean? Going forward, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Yeah. But you know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? We talk enough stats. We talk enough players on the podcast. I want to get a better feel of you. You know what I mean? Like here's one for you. What made you become that Eagles fan?
Oh man, so my pops is from New Jersey. My mom is from Pittsburgh, and my mom was trying to make me a Steelers fan, and it just didn't stick. So back in 1992 or 93, and that's somewhere in that season, my pops took me to my first Giants and Eagles game at the Vet, and it was mad cold. It was like somewhere in December. I was probably like 6-7 years old.
Yeah, the wins in the Vet was never a joke.
Yeah, no, oh my man. I remember just drinking hot chocolate, couldn't feel my feet or my hands. And my dad, you know, my pops is a real New Jersey, Philadelphia dude. Like, hey, suck it up, you know.
Man up, yeah,
man up. So you know, and just seeing this everybody just cheering. We actually won that game. Just seeing the cheering and just feeling the heartbeat of the crowd. And being like, it was like an out of body experience of seeing it and just being like, you know what, this is it. And that from there on, man, I just became an Eagles fan. Brandon Cunningham was my man, and then he left, and then we drafted a guy by the name of Brian Dawkins. Then that was it. That was it for me.
Up next, bro. Best player out there.
And that
That's
was
what's
it for
up.
me. Jerome Brown, Reggie, those guys. Eric Allen was one of my favorite players as well. Pete Rose was like one of my favorite coaches when I was a kid. So it just became just a love thing, man. I was just infatuated with the Eagles. I was so infatuated. Like I remember in 1990, it was like 1998 or 1999. I was getting a little older or whatever, and I had a Ricky Waters jersey, and he did the alligator arms, and I remember my pops was like, "Oh, what you going to school?" I'm like, "Yeah, about to get." And he was like, "Whoa, what you wearing?" I was like, "I'm wearing my jersey. It's Monday Night Football. What's wrong with you?" Take that off. Take that off. I said, "What?" You better go back upstairs and go put another jersey on. I said, "Oh my God." And that's when I knew that to be an Eagles fan, you better be all in. And from there on out, man, it's just been bleeding green. When we won the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna tell that story what you did and what made me follow you. Me and my pops got matching tattoos.
That's what's up, man.
It's just a thing that me and my pops has, and I do it to my kids now. Like and I took my daughter to the stadium. What's yours? Me and you know what I'm saying? It's just no, that was my man 50 grand, okay? Like that was my man. I wanted to be just like him. I wore number 30.
Hey, look, I had a Ricky Waters jersey. The first and only Ricky Waters jersey I had was, I think back then, I'm going back, the reversible jerseys. You remember that?
Yeah,
You remember the reversible jerseys?
Those were fire.
Yeah.
I remember those. Yeah, I had a oh my goodness. I think I had it was that one. It was that one. Yep.
I had a reversible Ricky Waters jersey.
Hat with a starter jacket with the Kelly Green. Oh, I was hot. No, nobody can tell me nothing. Nobody. With my British Knights on, and you couldn't tell me nothing.
Go back old school, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What about you though? What made you become an Eagles fan?
Hey,
your story is wild though. Be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
your story is wild.
I came in. First game I ever saw was Eagles Cowboys. First game I ever saw on TV was Eagles Cowboys. We got our asses handed to us. All right. I clearly remember we were at Dallas Stadium, and that was the spanking where they just kept on scoring touchdowns on us, knowing that they had like about a 30-point lead, but they didn't care. Yeah. But I was trying to get into the football life and all that stuff. 2 weeks later, we came back to the vet and we played the Dallas Cowboys again. Here, long and behold, I'm thinking like, all right, are we playing the same team here all the time? Of course, I didn't know the whole definition of the division.
Just a young boy at that time.
Just a young boy learning the game.
Yeah.
But it was just the enthusiasm, the hype, the excitement in those players, and then they gave it right back to them. Scoring that, Buddy Ryan was like the man. Just watching him grow up, learning his skill set, the defense. He was the defensive man. He was a defensive coach. Yeah. Seeing his skill set, the way he coached that team. I mean, we weren't the greatest. We had talent on that team to be one of the greatest, but we were just still missing some pieces to the puzzle. But I followed them. I saw the way that things were going. Again, the excitement, and then the fact that they scored. Again, they did the same thing in return. They just kept scoring and scoring and scoring. They were getting ready to kneel the ball. They went ahead and they tossed that thing into the end zone. And I remember that. I forgot. Was it Jimmy? It was Jimmy Johnson, I think, or some. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But the coach was coming back at Buddy Ryan.
Oh, it
was coming back at Buddy Ryan, and Buddy Ryan just ate that thing. Like, you did it to me, I'm gonna do it to you.
Well, he said, he's like, I wish Buddy Ryan would have kept his fat butt rear end. And Buddy Ryan's like, well, man, I thought I lost weight. I thought I looked good. That's like one of my favorite press conferences I forget.
Yeah, my first game ever was in '86. Watching them play Detroit Lions. First game at the vet to watch an Eagles game. Of course, I've been to the vet prior to that with the Phillies and all that stuff. But an Eagles game, best experience of my life. I snuck into the players' tunnel with my cousin because at the vet back in the day, man, that was the easiest thing to do. You know what I mean? You're a little kid. Of course, they're going to show love to you. They treated you like, you were one of those kids that just, hey, come on in. I met Willie T. I met Byron Evans. I met I forgot. There was quite a bit of other players. I think Fred Barnett. Yeah, Fred Barnett was there. Yeah, it was great, and I'm high fiving. And then the best part about that night is when we left the stadium, the streets were packed with fans just going crazy because of that ass whooping we just gave Detroit. And I'm high fiving people I don't even know. You know what I mean? Yeah. High fiving, just going down the street. You know, they're out there with their flags, people hanging outside of their cars, and I'm high fiving them, getting crazy. And then, of course, you know, my aunt shows up to pick up me and my cousin. We got to come back to reality and, you know, act like normal kids and all that stuff. But that was my experience. And then from that point on, I've supported Bleed Green. I'm just like you. I got the tat on my body. Yeah, hey, man, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. Yeah. I'm not going nowhere.
You're here for a long haul, man.
Yeah, man. It's been and you know, this is what I'm saying. Like, you know, again, this is what it's all about. You know, fans like ourselves. This organization is what keeps us all together. Yep. You know, we've been through the bad, we've been through the good. Don't know what this year is going to bring us. You know what I mean?
We've been through a lot of ugly though too. You know what I'm saying? Man. But you know what, man? Like, I feel like a lot of teams. I mean, not a lot of people. I'm sorry. Excuse me. A lot of people. They choose their team because they're winning at the time. Man. I feel like
bro, you heard that? My little brother.
For me, I felt like the Philadelphia Eagles chose me because I've always been the underdog. I've always been the guy where it's like you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, making that out of the hood and being where I'm at today. Like I've you know what I mean? I survived. I made it. The struggle, you know, a beautiful struggle. And that's how I feel with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I feel like I'm one of them. That's who I am. I bleed this. That's, you know, and even when people like, oh man, Rockies, you know, he's fake. I'm like, bro, that's still me, man. That's still my heart. You know
I still look up to that dude.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
But and again, it's going back to you know, and I'm glad we had this to talk about the Super Bowl. Yeah. You know how important that definitely was to fans such as ourselves. You know what I mean, with the trials and errors that we've been through in life, and then to finally get that chip, it was just like, yo. I mean, I'm not going front, man. Last week I was watching the replay with my kids. They wanted to see the fight song, which is cool. As soon as I get home, I got my daughter running up to me. Daddy, can I see the fight song the Eagles fight? No problem. You know what I mean? No problem. Put it on. And then I sat there and they were showing replays of the Super Bowl. Bro, still gets me to this day. Just watching the excitement, the chemistry that team had.
2017 was such a magical year. Just seeing other guys get touchdowns and celebrate. Like, you know, like we were like, I feel like the Eagles was one of the first teams to do the celebration thing when they did the I'm too cool for school. They did the whole baseball thing. I was like, yo, we are like the flyest team in the NFL, and nobody can touch us. We had it. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, like I traveled with that team. Like I was like, oh, I'm going to LA. I'm going back home. Like I did everything that year. And the NFC Championship game, just how magical it was. Like, remember that first off the rip, the Minnesota scored. I was like, oh hell nah. Come on, man. Come on, yo. I'm home. Come on, do it for me. You know? And then just as soon as he got touched and we got the I think it was Chris Long hit I don't even know, it was a backup. I think he was a backup. And it hit Patrick Robinson and he took it in. And that was the momentum. That was the momentum. That was a wrap. And then seeing the brotherhood I created with you, Gail, everybody. I was like, and then like it was such a magical ride, man. And every time I come home, I'm like, I ain't even got to get a hotel. I can prime, yeah.
Me casa su casa. You know how it is, bro. And that's the thing, man. That's the whole beauty of this whole thing. Like just the fact that we build that that friendship throughout everything. But yeah, that again, man, I can't talk enough about that night. That night was just like you said, magical.
Yeah.
You mentioned it earlier, like yo, when before you went in that stadium, I said, bro, we got this. Did I not tell
Okay.
you that?
All
I
right. So
said
I'm gonna
we
tell the story.
good.
I'm gonna tell the story.
Go
Okay.
ahead,
So
man.
this
Go
is what
ahead.
happened. Okay. So me, Prime, my wife, and like, Elijah Qualls. That's so crazy still. We're walking to that tailgate that you see that picture in. Shout out to Andrew and his pops, man. Shout out to them.
P-Lot.
Yeah, shout out
P-Lot.
to them. And we're walking, and Prime's like, listen, I have something to tell you. You can't tell nobody. And I'm like, oh yeah, what's wrong with you? Like, you good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was mad tight, like yo. Like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
he was mad tight. He's like, yo, you tell anybody, yo, it's over. He reaches into his pocket, gets his phone, plays the video. So Prime plays PlayStation. King TK all day 85 hit me up. Gail, you put yours up there too, that game tagger, so we can start busting people's asses. So he plays the Philadelphia Eagles, I think it was a 2017 year. And guess who it is? It's the Philadelphia Eagles raising the Lombardi. And like when I tell you, when I seen it, it sent me chills. Like, yeah, it can be any other game, okay? I mean, or any other person that I mean, and we can all run a franchise on Madden, right? But just the way that he was passionate about it, he was tight. He was like, oh, like, listen, I'm sick. I'm out here. I'm showing you this mad love. And just to be like, yo. And I was like, and I looked at him, I said, we're going to win. We're going to win it this year. And then this is when I knew we was going to win the Super Bowl. When they played Dreams and Nightmares, it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
That was our anthem. I mean, you nailed it. Like that's exactly how it went. I was torn up that day, and I promised myself I wasn't leaving the parking lot. I went into the car just to get like a little chill because I didn't have tickets to the game. You guys did, and I told you before you went in there, yo, relax, we got this. You said it. I showed you the video. Yeah. Real quick, it was a Madden. It was Nick Foles raising that Lombardi trophy,
Foles. And that's what was so crazy because it was Nick Foles. It wasn't Carson. It was Nick. So when I seen it, I'm like, yo, you bugging. But in my head, I was like, yo, that was Nick Foles. Like, what is he talking? You're on to something. That's why I didn't say nothing. I said, you stays here.
And I tell everybody that, like, after the fact, after all that happened, I was like, look, this is exactly why I say we're gonna win. But like I said earlier, it was all about lining up the stars, man. I did exactly everything that I did in 2004. I redeemed myself in 2017, and I said this time they gonna win this shit. You know what I mean? The minute Patrick Robinson hit that interception, I got out of my car and I sucked it up, and I was outside just running around watching everybody's screens because everybody was watching the games out in the parking lot. We were out there watching it, and I sucked it up. And I was waiting for you guys to come out of that stadium. I know y'all were in there celebrating. I was hating a little bit, but it's all good. You know what I mean? But, man, the minute y'all came out, I think we just gave each other a big hug. Like, we going back to the big game. You know what I'm saying?
I was so drunk. I was done. I was done. I remember walking out, and I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I had a flask on me. It was cold. You know what I'm saying? I live in Arizona, son. Like, I ain't got soft, okay? I'm on the East Coast.
What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby.
You mad wild for that. Girl. So I had a flask on me. I had the little liquid joint, the joint, the skin, and I had some Fireball. And I drank it all. I had the most you could tell I'm drunk because I have a video. Oh man, it's on my Instagram. I'm about to cry because like I did this. Oh man, I ain't gonna even show it. I'm pretty sure Gail's probably gonna rip it now. But I was just and listen. Between that moment and going to the Super Bowl, I got married. I had a child. I didn't cry. But when the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl, I bought like a damn baby, bro. Just waiting that ball, and then my daughter is like 3 and she already gets a ring. I'm like, son, like,
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean?
And it was pretty much in the same, I was pretty much in the same boat. I had my daughter Maya, and she came into the world just at the right time, and I was like, yo, she might be the reason why these things are going. And look, speaking as a fan, again, this is what it's all about, being raw and all that stuff. I would take her little blankie, and my lady could vouch on this.
Okay.
I would take it and kept it on my neck and go to the games. And I would call Autumn and say, yo, she'd be like, where the blankie at? I got it. It's with me. That's my that's all right, Gail. You know what I mean? It's all good. But that was my lucky charm. That was me with my superstitions. Like I had my coin, I had my gloves. I was like Robert De Niro off of Silver Lining Playbook, bro. You know what I mean? I would have been that guy holding the remote and the napkin in the damn one hand, you know what I mean, and not moving and watching the games. I'm gonna be that guy when I get old. That's gonna be me.
Oh,
you know
that's gonna be me too.
Yeah, that's gonna be me.
Like even when I'm at home, I get superstitious. Like I have to sit in my chair. I don't eat. I only eat half time. Like I have like a certain thing. Like I have to wear my lucky socks. I got to wear my bracelet. Like it's just all kinds. I don't know, man. Maybe, and it's like I try to recreate what I did in 2017 and bring it over to 18, 19. And yeah, that didn't happen. But hey, man, if it's only if it's weird if it doesn't work, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, look, man, we definitely reached the peak and all that stuff coming to the end. I just definitely want to thank you for taking the time to go ahead and show me love, being my guest. You know what I mean? I called it from the dip and I said, yo, the first person I'm going to reach out to is my boy. And I know I ain't going to get no feedback. Now, he ain't going to give me no issues or anything like that. He going to make it happen. Because, come on, let's keep it real. We've been talking about this.
Oh, we've been talking about this for years, man. We were trying to do the King and Prime. But, I live in Arizona. I'm doing my thing. But everybody gets involved, man. Gail's been you and Gail, y'all been this is a good friend, a good big brother to me, man. So y'all always include me. Y'all hit me up. Yo, what you doing? Jump on. Let's go. So I appreciate y'all, man. I really
no doubt.
I need that hat battle though. I need that hat battle.
Listen, we're gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that how depending on how things go, carry this thing into the season. We're gonna have plenty of opportunity to go ahead and have that hat battle. It gives you time to get ready because you ain't ready to see me on that, baby. You ain't ready to see me on the hat battle.
And stay off the weed.
But I definitely want extend the invite to all followers, friends of the show. If you want to get on, give me a holler, shoot me a DM, or reach out to my Fourth and John brothers and shout out to them. You know what I mean, for giving me the blessings to go ahead and have this opportunity to have the segment. You know what I mean, I appreciate them. We stayed up last night putting these, designs together, and they did a hell of a job. Shout out to Ev, shout out to Gail in the background playing around with these memes and everything, but it's all good. But again, I just definitely want to go ahead and extend the invitation to anybody. You want to get on, it's about, sharing your experience, talking, being a fan, experience, you're talking about your experience about being a fan, but it's not just the Eagles Nation. I'm inviting opposing teams. Bro, if you're still watching, I'm inviting you. All right, come and holler at your big bro. Let's make this thing happen. People want to know the story about how me being an Eagles fan, you being a Cowboys fan. Let's give them what they want. You know what I mean? Consider it as me calling you out. Yes, I'm calling you out, bro.
Well, you better step up, Will.
But
don't be greasy.
But look, I'm calling out all Giants fans, Redskins fans, whatever. You know what I mean? Come and holler at your boy. We could go to battle, or we could keep it, you know what I mean, pretty simple. But again, I just want to thank you for the opportunity for joining me. You know what I mean? It really means a lot. And looking to go ahead and expand this thing as long as we can. So, till then, I just want to say thanks for everybody to tune in. Follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. All right, on the gram, 4th and John, Prime, born an Eagles fan. All right, and just to give you a heads up, most likely, Kincade, I'm sorry, my bad, bro. And just to give you a heads up, most likely we're probably going to go ahead and be back in a couple weeks because of the fact that the draft is next week. We're going to go pretty much focus on that, and who knows, with Gail, we're probably going to be up for 32 hours, 40 hours, you know what I mean, doing this whole draft thing.
Red Bull up, son. Red Bull up, man.
Yeah, I'm not touching none of that juice over there.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
But with that being said, you know what I mean, I thank you guys for tuning in, and till next time, peace.